Hi guys, Miss Frazier here, and I'm going to tell you how to go through our e-learning module for our plant life cycle lesson. Now, this lesson is going to take quite a bit of time, and you will see why as we go through this introduction. But let's go ahead and get started. Our lesson is called Let It Grow. So, first things first, what are we doing? Our standards are S2L1B. We are planning and carrying out an investigation of the life cycle of a plant by growing a plant from a seed and by recording changes over a period of time. So, guys, you can see already that right here where it says a period of time, that means that we're going to be looking at our plant growth over a long period of time. Our second standard is 2W2, which is write informative / explanatory texts in which they introduce a topic, use facts and definitions to develop points, and provide a concluding statement or section. This means that you are going to end up writing an informational writing piece about how you grew your plant from a seed to a flowering plant. As we go through this lesson, these are your objectives. 1. Students will identify the steps in the life cycle of a plant. 2. Students will conduct an investigation to explore the life cycle of a plant from seed to adult flowering plant. And 3. Student will write an informational text to explain how their plant grew and what was needed at each stage of growth. These are all of the things that you will have done by the time we finish this module. So, what do you need? First thing is you need your Chromebook. The second thing is that you need your worksheets, which are all on Seesaw. And you can get to Seesaw from going to our Science Clever page. The third thing that you need are pencils and crayons. And last but not least, you need your plant pack that your parents picked up from the school. Before you get started, please check your plant pack and make sure that you have these things. You should have a clear plastic cup. You should have a small baggie with some potting soil. You should have 5 pinto beans. Make sure you have 5. Then you should have a small cup for measuring how much water you give to your plant every day. So please make sure you have those things. Next, you see our KWL chart, which we will use in our engage portion of our lesson. We're going to talk about what we already know about how plants grow, what we want to know about how plants grow, and after we finish, we're going to figure out what we have learned about how plants grow. Now, again, this lesson is going to take quite some time. We are going to be doing other science things while this is still going on. So don't get frustrated or discouraged if you don't see automatic growth or if we don't progress as quickly as you think we should. So the first thing that you are going to do is see the Start Here page on this lesson that will be on our Canvas page. And you're going to start, of course, with step 1, engage. When you click step 1, engage, it's going to tell you to start by watching a video. And you're going to click here, where it says here, to watch the video. Once you watch the video, you'll come back to this page and you will click on this image to take you back to our Start Here page. After you engage, you will go to step 2, which is explore. You will explore the life cycle of a plant and what it needs to grow. And during this time, you will use your plant pack and start planting your seeds. So if you click on number 2, it'll take us to our explore page. You have instructions for what to do as you explore. Step 1 is to check out our virtual field trip. You'll click on this link and it'll take you to a virtual field trip. Then you'll do a quick check of a drag and drop on Seesaw just to see if you know the steps of a plant life cycle. Then step 2 in your explore phase, you will read a text about what plants need. And as you read, I want you to think about, how can my plants get what they need to grow? Then number 3 in your explore phase is you're going to grab your plant pack and get ready to plant. And as you do that, I want you to think about, how much water does my plant need? How much sunlight? How much soil? Now, this explore phase is what's going to take a very long time because we are recording changes over time to see how our plant grows. And if you click this red arrow, it'll take you to part 2 of explore, where it says, remember to give your plant water every day. Draw a picture of your plant every 3 days. Miss Frazier will remind you. There will be a reminder on Canvas as well. You're going to get your recording sheet from Canvas on the first day that you have to draw. And then you will continue adding to your recording sheet. And again, to get back to our main page, you're going to click our 5E picture. Then we're going to go to step 3, which is explain. Now we're going to do explain kind of during and after our explore phase. But don't worry, Miss Frazier will put on Canvas what exactly needs to be done every day. So in our explain phase, we have number 1 to explore the vocabulary on STEM scopes. You're going to go to STEM scopes from Clever and you're going to look at the vocabulary for this assigned lesson. Then you have number 2 for your explain phase, where you will meet with Miss Frazier on Zoom for your day. Now, before you meet with Miss Frazier, you're going to meet with your group and you're going to answer some questions and talk to each other. When you meet with Miss Frazier, you should have the answers to these questions. And here are the questions that you should be looking to answer. And then the third and final part of your explain phase is an informational writing piece. You are going to use facts to tell how you grew your plant and the stages of the plant life cycle that your plant reached. So you are going to have an introduction, facts, and explanations, as well as a conclusion to explain how you completed this process. Then we'll click on here again and go to step 4, which is elaborate. When we elaborate, we're going to go back to STEM scopes and see our Science Today See It activity. And then we're going to think about what would happen to the plants that we grew if they did not get what they needed to grow. And for this, you're going to draw a picture of a plant life cycle. And at one stage, draw what it would look like if the plant did not get sunlight or water. That means if you draw your life cycle and your plant gets to the seedling stage and you stop giving it water, you stop giving it sunlight, what would happen? Use what you know and what you have learned from doing this investigation to draw this picture. And then last but not least, we will end with step 5, which is evaluate. You will evaluate yourself with a self-reflection on Seesaw by clicking this link. And then you will conference with Miss Frazier to talk about how you think your experiment went, what you might have been able to do better, what questions you might still have, and whatever else you can think of. Then finally, we will return to our KWL chart and fill out what we have learned. Now, this video is to help you get through all of the steps in our process. I hope this helps. Happy learning.